Hi, this is Wendy Brown, and this is my video reflection journal number 3. Question number 1. Every workplace is plagued with manipulative people who use emotion to create conflict in order to cover up for their lack of substance. I found this true this year in my workplace. There's a teacher who was on an action plan. This was her second year on an action plan. She struggled in the classroom. She struggled with classroom management and instruction. It was no secret because she talked about it all the time that she was on an action plan. But she didn't embrace the action plan as a time to change and grow and learn. She just used it as kind of like a sounding ground to complain and badmouth the district and talk poorly of leadership. And it affected everybody because we just heard negative from her. And finally, our principal, talked to the whole group at a staff meeting about just our underlying attitudes towards the district and our job, and how when we portray the district negatively, when we portray our colleagues and administrators negatively, how that might negatively impact our colleagues. And that helped some. Beyond that, I'm not sure how it was handled because a lot of it had to be done behind the scenes just due to the fact that she was on an action plan and it was supposed to be confidential. How can principals as school leaders ensure that communication or emotions don't create unnecessary conflict or unproductive conflict? Principals have a very difficult job of communication. They need to be very thorough in their own communication and making sure that everybody feels that they can communicate with the principal. Emotions are a really hard thing to navigate. As principals, I say we as principals because I hope to be a principal one day, can navigate our own emotions in situations, and hopefully that will, help others navigate their own emotions. But also, it's really hard to help other adults navigate their own emotions. So sometimes just trying to give them prompts, maybe you need to take a moment, maybe now is not the time, have you talked to your support provider, just trying to give a buffer so they have a moment before they react emotionally. Those are some of my ideas on the emotional part. That's definitely an area of need for me. So I know that that's something I need to work on, just navigating other people's emotions. In terms of the tips that I find the easiest from this article, and the tips that I find not so easy, the tips I find the easiest would be defining acceptable behavior and understanding the what's in it for me factor for others and the importance factor. Those are the ones that are easiest. I would say the one that's going to be the most difficult for me is the hitting conflict head on, because at times I tend to be too passive and just try to let situations play out or let situations ride. And I need to just really identify situations and deal with them head on before they become bigger than they actually are, or bigger than they need to be. Thank you.